Hello! Happy Saturday, which is for you Sunday. My hair looked real cute earlier, now it doesn't. It's probably because I like it better from this angle. I wonder if I did. Hold on a second. I've never tried this before. Oh no, that won't work. Anyway, I was just filming this video on for my other channel. I don't even think I'm gonna post it. It's about, okay, so have you guys heard about this, that YouTube is censoring LGBT YouTubers? And I really think what it has to do with is something about like how you tag your channel. That's what I really believe. Because I don't have on this channel any video or I don't have any keywords for my channel. But on my main channel, I have like gay YouTuber, LGBT, whatever. And when you put on age restrictions, like on your computer, like my main channel doesn't show up at all, right? Which means for those people that have age restrictions on their computers, which I totally understand why parents would need to do that if that's what they need to do. But like if you have age restrictions on your computer, on your YouTube, then you're never gonna see my videos come up on my main channel. My channel will not show up. Like, it will, but like it won't give you notifications and things like that. And I'm really starting to believe that it had a lot to do with why I lost so many subscribers, because I think what happened was when they implemented this, anybody that had age restrictions on their channel just immediately were unsubscribed to me, you know? And because so many people say to me like, I don't know why your videos aren't popping up and whatever, and it just was very interesting to me. So on all of my channels, I'm gonna give a little shout out. Would you please do me a favor and make sure that you're subscribed? Make sure that the notification bell to the right of the subscribe button is hit and on so that you get notified when I put up a video. That would mean the world to me. And you know, if you guys could like videos, that would be awesome too. It'll just help it move up and get noticed more. And there's really no rhyme or reason. I was like, when I was doing this video, it was interesting because I was like looking at some YouTubers who aren't affected by it at all, and then other YouTubers that are affected by it a lot. And so what I really think it has to do with is how you tag your channel, not how you tag your videos. I have to believe that. Or I don't know, it's very strange to me. And I'm not saying that I always talk about appropriate content. You know, like my Craigslist videos are probably not appropriate for children. I understand that. Unfortunately, those videos you can completely see with an age restriction video. But my other videos, some of them you can't, my channel doesn't even show up. Is that not the weirdest thing? So go try it for yourself if you don't believe me. There's some YouTubers out there that like, they just completely disappear. Like every video they've ever made disappears when you turn the age restriction on. So I'm starting to wonder, because a lot of my viewers, a lot of you guys out there are women that have kids, and I totally understand the need to want to have age restriction on your YouTube, like on your YouTube on your computer. I totally get it, right? But if you have it on your computer and then you go through your phone, you'll still have it on your phone. So the problem is that I think a lot of people that watched me for a long time are not getting notified of my videos or anything because the age restriction thing went on. I don't know. I don't even know that I'm gonna upload that video. What do you guys think? I mean, I could whine and say my entire life I've been discriminated against because I'm gay, but like at some point it's just like, I mean, it's just a truth, you know? It's like, it's not like, I mean, I'm not always discriminated against, but I'm discriminated against a lot, you know? Like, and I don't think people really realize how alive and well it is in 2017 in the United States. In a, you know, cosmopolitan city like Indianapolis, which is a cosmopolitan city, you know? In Chicago and San Francisco and Los Angeles and Dallas and, you know, Miami and all Orlando, and I mean, it's still relevant everywhere. And I don't understand. I just don't get it. Like for me, I've always felt like love is love is love. I just don't understand, you know, like I don't understand why people have to get in somebody else's business if I'm not affecting you in any way. I'm not big on getting in somebody else's business. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean on a personal level. Just not, you know, like go do your thing if it's not affecting anybody else. It baffles me. To this day, it baffles me, you know? But one of the things I love is that I get a lot of comments. I actually don't get as many now, but I used to on my videos saying, you know, like, I had issues with gay men and lesbians until I watched your channel, and your relationship with your husband really made me, and your openness about talking about your sexuality really made me look at the LGBT community in a different way, and thank you for that. And that's always been my thing. I love this fan. That's always been my thing, is that, like, I never wanted to force it in anybody's throat, you know, like, I just wanted to show people that I'm no different than anybody else, you know, like, just because I love somebody differently doesn't mean that I am any, like, different than you. Like, I work any different, or I get up any different, or I go grocery shopping any differently, or all that kind of stuff. It does. I'm not any different, like, as far as, you know, being a human being, like, to some degree, you know? I mean, like, are there ways that we're different because of that and the conditions that are, like, absolutely, societally, you know, I have been affected in a way. Did you wonder where I'm going on the way to my mother-in-law's house for dinner? Alex has been out there all day. And I'm, like, on a rampage now talking about this. But I've been so affected by it now that, like, over time, you are affected by it. You're not really affected about being gay, but you're affected by, or I was affected, I can only share my experience, you know, by people's perceptions of what homosexuality means, or, you know, in a positive or negative way, I guess. And so, you know, I think, like, it's interesting, like, you always hear the criticism, like, well, why do you need gay pride? There's no straight pride. Have straight pride. I don't care. Have at it, you know? Go organize it and start it up and have the floats, and, you know, y'all can do what you want to do on your straight pride, and you guys can have, like, the girl from Bachelor and the guy from The Bachelorette and all those shows or whatever. You guys can do that and have those on floats. And no, I mean, like, it's not that deep, you know? It's like, and none of my friends in my life, the people that are in my life, have any issues with it. Like, why is it an issue? Like, why do we care? I don't understand, you know? I just don't understand it. And it breaks it breaks my heart because kids are dying every day. The suicide rates in the LGBT teen community is so high. The bullying continues. And I wonder, like, when will the madness stop? You know, when will it be enough? And it just breaks my heart. You know, it's like, I get stories on a daily basis from kids saying that they're being bullied the way that I was bullied in high school, if not worse. And I'm like, do we ever grow up? Do we ever grow out of this? Like, you know, God, just enough already. You know, and who are parenting these kids? What morals are you being passed on that you're sitting at a dinner table saying faggot and you think that's okay as a parent? That's not. It's not okay. And it's not even about the word or what your political or religious beliefs are. It's about that anything as a parent, okay, if anything that you're saying or putting out into the world comes from a place of hate or dislike, why are you teaching your children to dislike or hate something? You know, why are you teaching them that hatred is okay in your heart? My parents didn't teach me that. You know, if I ever said anything negative, my parents were quick to put me in line, no matter what it was, you know? So why is it okay that we're sitting at the dinner table and we're breeding and teaching hate? Like, I don't understand that. No matter what it is, you know, like, instead of having the conversation that way, you know, like, I don't know. I just don't get it. And maybe I don't get it because I'm gay. I mean, you know, I don't know. I do believe in freedom of a religious spirit. I do believe in freedom of speech. You know, I believe that, you know, as, you know, Americans, we have the rights to those things. I really do believe that. And so if somebody has different religious beliefs than me that don't align with my sexuality, you know, or who I am as a person, I understand that, okay? Like, I respect that. But stay out of my lane and I'll stay out of yours. Like, why do we have to, like, and I'm not a believer in segregation, but, like, we want to go and fix the rest of the world when we can't even fix our own damn country. Like, that's what breaks my heart about it, right? We got kids, like, Leela Alcorn stepping in front of, semis trying to kill themselves, and, teenagers suiciding because they're being bullied on a daily basis, but we're more concerned with other people in other countries. I think maybe we need to fix our home front first. And then maybe as a unified country, we can come together and maybe fix the rest of the world. Who are we? I mean, why would you ever, think that you're going to learn algebra from a math teacher that failed algebra in high school? That doesn't make any sense to me, And if we're breeding hate, as mentors and as teachers in this country, we're not trying to work together and understand each other through forgiveness and compassion, then what are we doing? Just turning a blind eye and ignoring it? What a sad state that is. Anyway, I am, off my soapbox now. I got to get into a partying mood as I walk into the Venezuelan household. You guys are like, Peter, that was too much. Okay, well, it's how I feel today. I don't know, what do you guys think about all that? It's not a political or a religious thing to me. It's how, it really isn't. And people always want to take it there with me. And I'm like, it's not religious. It's not political, okay? It's how do we treat each other as human beings? Those are things that we learn as very young children, okay? When a 3-year-old is hitting another 3-year-old, you go, don't hit her. That's not okay. But we grow up and we do the same behaviors and we think it's okay. That doesn't make any sense to me. This is how do we treat each other as human beings? Where did it become okay to treat each other as human beings incorrectly? It makes me sad. I'm not sad today, but just in general, that concept of just acceptance of treating people inhumanely really baffles me. I don't understand it. And I'm not saying that I'm the best at it, but I think on a daily basis I try to meet people where they're at, instead of assuming where they're at. And I think that's the big difference, it's we've all had troubles in our life, my being gay is no different than somebody else's whatever. And I think that, all of our whatevers are, what make us unique. And if we stopped looking at our whatevers and we started looking at our togethers, maybe there wouldn't be all of this infight. I don't understand. I don't know. It's too much, I think I just talked myself out of posting that video. Because, the thing is it's how much do you really want to be part of the discussion or rise above it? I don't, a lot of times I don't play into the discussion because to play into it gives it power. And to play into it and gives an issue power means that you're part of that tug of war. And I refuse to be part of that tug of war. I was part of that tug of war for many, many years, and I refuse to do it today, And I think that I change minds by demonstration and by representation of who I am as a person, and then I'm a proud gay man married to my husband who I love very much. And I don't think it has to go much deeper than that, It's kind of the same way that my sobriety speaks for itself. Anyway, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is the lack of compassion in our country and in our world, because I know a lot of you guys aren't just from the United States, the lack of compassion, does it make you sad? It makes me sad. I'm reading that piece In Every Step by Thich Nhat Hanh. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Buddhist monk. And he talks in there about, if I smile at you and you smile at the next person, they smile at the next person, all of a sudden we're a world of smiles. And isn't that so powerful? And yet it sounds so corny, but it's so simple. But we never understand that, do we? We just can't understand that. We can't understand the concept of being nice to somebody. What's wrong with being nice? What's wrong with being happy? I guess people want to be miserable and hate each other. I don't know. I don't. So that's why I love you guys, because you're always happy. You always interact with me. Makes me feel good on a daily basis, and I'm so thankful for it. So I'm about to go have some arepas. Arepas? I always pronounce it wrong. A-R-E-P-A-S. If you want to look it up, they look like little pancakes. I think I've shown them on here before. Well, maybe I'll show them tonight. Are we having cachapas? I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I get there. So the reason that we're going to having the family dinner is that Alex's brother, Juan Carlos, Fufu, and his girlfriend Jessie are leaving for a month to go on a cross-country trip. They're going to drive for a month. Exciting. That would be so much fun. So we're having like a family dinner, all of us together. And I haven't seen my nephews in like probably a month. So I'm excited to see them. All right. So I'm over at my mother-in-law's house. Alex is working hard. Are you working hard or hardly working? Isn't a sweatshirt so cute? That's what I'm going to do to my sweatshirts this summer. So there's Fufu. Say hi.
Hello.
Juan Carlos and his girlfriend Jessie. And they're getting ready to leave tomorrow. For how long?
Who knows?
Now they're acting like they're real busy. They weren't busy 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, we're taking advice.
They're coming up with, they need a name for their blog. So everybody in the below should list. I said Opposites Travel. Fufu said JJ Journeys.
Something stupid, but Peter totally just like killed it with this idea.
Alex, what was your idea?
Nothing.
I don't think I have an idea.
Nothing. We're good. If it's not on the first page, then who the fuck cares?
So they're going all over the country. So if you see them, say hi and give them free stuff. They're basically homeless people in a car. How long are you guys going for?
Probably somewhere between a month or 2.
Did you quit your jobs?
We both quit our jobs.
So what's the plan when you get back?
To move. We got a bunch of money saved up.
So you're going to just move as soon as you get back to wherever you find? Now, what are you going to do if you start fighting in the car and you realize that you don't want to be together anymore?
Then you drive back.
What'd you say?
Then you drive back.
Well, then Jesse will just drop me off at the nearest airport and I'll just fly back home.
It sounds like you have a good plan. There's Alex's Aunt Jackie and Uncle Ed. And Alex's mom, Abuela. I hate when I get on my vlog and people act like they're all of a sudden too busy to be
It's like what we want.
entertained. Look at Alex's shoes. Aren't they cute? Those are his favorite shoes. Are those your favorite shoes?
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I love them.
Don't you wish we were traveling for a month together?
I don't think you want to have this conversation on camera, babe.
Oh my God, you wouldn't want to travel with me for a month?
Well, I wanted to travel with you for a year.
Oh,
and
you
you shut
did.
completely the idea down.
But that meant we couldn't take our dogs with us.
So,
I don't know that I can live without pee-pee.
well, maybe you,
Alex did though want to travel for a year.
maybe you can live without me when I do it.
Listen, I'm trying to... Should we travel for a year? Put it in the comment section below. I'll put it in a poll right here. Should we travel for a year?
Yeah, because then like my idea for him was that, like he can literally like have like he can like blog and take you guys across the world.
What would we call it?
What would we call what?
Our
I'm not doing anything with you.
God, he's so mean, isn't he? He even gave me a kiss when I came in. Right?
You didn't even say hi to me.
I did too. Say hi to you.
Bill yearly.
You just wanted your wine that was sitting on the kitchen counter back there. Or Liliana and them coming over with the kids?
I don't know.
Look at this over here.
This is like
They're gonna do camping though. Watch this. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not at all, and 10 being like you would totally love it, how much would you want to go cross country and camp every night?
I mean, I will be kind of excited to do that if we were like staying in a cute hotel.
What if, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10.
like motels,
Okay,
like.
on a scale of 1 to 10, like if you had to camp out every night in a national park, how bad would you really want to do that? On a scale of 1 to 10.
2.
Okay. If it was to stay in a 5-star hotel every night.
I mean, sure. Who doesn't
I
want to
totally
stay?
agree.
But I feel like it will be like the fun of it will be like just like do like a country like tour or road trip, but then only stay at like
Bless you.
cheesy motels.
Bless you. I would cheesy hotels?
Motels, like
Yeah, that would
on
be
the road.
fun. We could do that. We could take off for a month and do that. It just got really dark on my camera. Do you see? I can't see us anymore. Hi.
Hello.
What are you working on? Oh, your mom's.
I already told you, honey.
Okay. Let's go see the rest of my family. Let's go see my beautiful mother-in-law.
I love you, you know that.
You what?
I love you, you
I
know
love you
that.
too. What are we having for dinner?
We have pabellon.
What is that?
This is rice, black bean. We call caraotas. Repeat.
Carotas.
Tajadas and meat, shredded meat, and wine.
And wine, but I don't drink. Can you say something really nice to your fellow Venezuelans out there?
Over Venezuela?
Yeah.
Well, I say,
In Spanish.
yo les envío todas mis oraciones y
What did she say?
condolences.
What does that mean?
I'm sorry for them. No, les deseo lo mejor, que recen, que luchen, que no descansen, que la perseverancia vence y que el tiempo de Dios es divino y que aprendan la lección y no vuelvan a caer en una dictadura y en burocracia y en corrupción.
I don't even know what any of that means.
Yeah, well, hang in there, pray.
So you're talking about to the people in Venezuela right
Sí.
now, yes.
Sí, sí, esperemos que salgamos de este momento tan difícil que estamos viviendo, porque todos y cada uno de los que estamos aquí en los Estados Unidos tenemos un pariente en Venezuela, tenemos un hermano, tenemos un primo y todos estamos juntos rezando para que Venezuela salga de este tormento tan grande que venimos llevando desde hace 20 años. Sí, 17.
And you said all really good things, right?
Sí.
Okay.
Yeah, hang in there, hang in there.
People ask me all the time how I stay part of the family when I don't understand Spanish. They translate a lot for me.
But also the most important is the feeling, and he always feels that we send him love and we love him. That is the truth.
Thank you. I love you. All right. I'm hungry. After dinner, my sister-in-law Liliana is here. Here, let's look this way. Hi.
Hi.
Hola.
How are you? Hola, Pepsi-Cola.
Are you pepperoni pizza?
Pepperoni pizza.
Oh, I like your watch. Is that new?
Oh, you know, it's a gift. The company when I worked in Venezuela, they gave me because I worked with them for 11 years, and they gave me that.
Are you tired today? Sleepy? Are you pregnant?
No.
I want her to be pregnant and have a third one.
I'm not.
And then there's Alex and Ed. Alex is picking out our new bedroom. Carlitos! What do you... Carlitos, that is not very nice. Say hola.
No.
What's your girlfriend's name?
Payola.
Paola?
Yeah.
Is she pretty?
Yeah.
Is she nice?
Yeah.
Do you kiss her?
No.
Why not?
Because I kissed her one time.
You kissed her one time. Liliana.
Wait. Where did you kiss her?
Alex.
At the cheek?
Oh. Look at Jessie. Tia Jessie.
A Paola. ¿Y a Claudia? ¿A Claudia no le diste un beso?
Who taught you how to kiss people on the lips?
I'm starting to think I should probably turn this off now.
Revelation.
Aww.
Tiene
There's-
muchos sueños. Carly.
Look at Sebastian.
Sebastian tiene muchos
He's
sueños.
tired.
Yeah, he is tired. Muy tired.
There's Fufu catching up. He's okay. What's the vlog's name?
I have a vlog.
A blog.
Opposite travel.
Okay, so Fufu started a blog with Jesse, and they're gonna do their travel.
I'm trying to figure out
And it's
how to set it all up.
I don't know who came up with this amazing name for your blog called Opposites Travel.
You need better lighting there.
I do. Well, it's because it's behind us. See,
This is not auto adjust.
it should.
Not very well.
Just get over it. Don't start messing with shit. Fufu, you don't need all that. See.
Hey, I'm just trying to help. So the viewers can see your beautiful face better.
They don't need to see my whole face.
Well, maybe mine then.
There.
Hey,
Okay, so your blog is called
Opposites Travel.
oppositestravel.com.
I'm on that right
And they're gonna have an Instagram too. By the time this is up, they're gonna have an Instagram, and I'm gonna have it all set linked below. It's kind of a really pretty night outside.
Yeah, it kind of is.
So they're gonna have, so I'll have all their stuff listed below. Oh, look at that. Sebastian, where are you going? Come back here. What? What'd you say? Sebastian? Sebastian? He said, I've had enough. So, I'm tired.
Are you?
Am I what?
I'm not tired.
But are you packed yet?
I'm not packed yet.
Fufu, are you packed yet? Are you packed yet? Have you started packing yet?
No, I'm not.
Hey Jesse? Is Fufu packed yet?
Yeah, she's not allowed to ask.
She's asked all day.
Oh my gosh, it's like for 100,000 million times. I think that's actually the exact number.
Is this sure? What is this? Sigma Chi?
It's like Mom's Day.
Oh, it's Sigma Chi?
Yeah, Mom's Day shirt.
It looks like it says we love our exes mamas.
Yeah, I suppose.
That too, except he doesn't have any exes.
Like my,
Jesse's his one and only true love of the world. Can you say hi to all your Sigma Chi people out there?
hello,
Is there like a special thing you say?
in hoc signo vinces.
I don't know what that means.
It means in this sign you will conquer in Latin.
Okay. Get your vlog done and go pack.
I really don't know.
This is the last time you guys are going to see Fufu on my vlog for like over a month.
Unless you follow me on my blog and Instagram.
There you go. I'll link it all below. And I am finally home with Boo Radley. And Pee-Pee. Pee-Pee. Come on, Pee-Pee. Why do I keep on making that noise? Alex is on his way home to go out with friends. And he's like, why don't you go with me? And I'm thinking I might, so. Hold on. That doesn't work either. I was actually down in the basement looking for whatever it is. Come here. Come here, bud. Look at Pee-Pee. Do you see him right there? Hi, Pee-Pee. Pee-Pee, we have a problem. Pee-Pee is addicted to treats. He's like, seriously, it's a big problem. I don't know what we're gonna do. Come here, Pee-Pee. Come here. Come here and be up in the video with me. I love you. But I don't know what we're gonna do with you. Do you wanna go to treatment? Do you think you need to go to treatment for treats? Treatment. Treatment, that's funny. He's like, there's 2 more bags in the kitchen, I can have them. If you just give them to me, please. He's so bad. Anyway, I'm gonna lay down and take a nap while Alex is on his way home. So, I love you guys. Pee-Pee, are you gonna take a nap with me? He said, of course, I love taking my naps with my dad. We love taking naps. Look at him. He's like, I just want to go back downstairs to that kitchen. There's some delicious chicken strips and BONES's in the kitchen. You can just give them all to me, thank you. Say bye, Pee-Pee. Hello. Okay, well, first of all, I need to apologize because I just realized that I uploaded my vlog from yesterday, and I am such an idiot that I included my video from my main channel on it, and everybody was like, we already saw this. I was like, what are they talking about? I was like, no, they didn't. And so like I went and I started watching it. I was like, damn it. Worst editor in the world. So I apologize for putting 2 vlogs up on one day, but it is what it is. What was I gonna say? Peter, what were you gonna say? Oh, I know what I was gonna say. So, You know I'm obsessed with this Herb Baumeister case, right? So I was looking on YouTube tonight to try to find some other documentaries about it, because I wanted to see if there were any other documentaries of people that had gone out there. So I'm so tired. We had such a long day today. And Alex went out for a little bit tonight, but he only was out for like an hour. It was really weird. And then he came home. So he was like, I just don't even feel like being out. So he came home. And I did a YouNow stream late, but I didn't record any of it. It was a really fun one though. I love doing the live streaming on YouNow. And I want to say something too. There's a vlogging family. They're like a family YouTube channel, and their name is The Shenanigans, or Shenanigans, and I will link their channel underneath here. Please go follow and subscribe to their channel, you guys. They put out really amazing content. The dad, John, comes into my YouNow stream like literally every time that I'm in there. He's so supportive of me, and I love the fact that there is, on the heels of my video about am I too gay for YouTube, I love the fact that there is a family value, Christian family vloggers, which that's not what their content's about. So just, you know, their content is amazing, but I love that they're so supportive of the LGBT community. That has not been my experience with quote unquote family vloggers on YouTube. You know, as soon as they find out that like we're a gay couple, it's like, oh, okay, no. And in fact, he and I were like talking back and forth tonight after the YouNow stream, and he was like, life is so tough anyway, why would we make it tougher on somebody else? And he was like, we just try to be supporting and loving of anybody. And I just was like, you know, that's what it's really all about, and I think that's amazing. So please go follow John and his family. It's called Shenanigans, and I'll link the channel below. They have been doing this for a long time, and they don't even have 1,000 subscribers yet, which makes me sad, because like they're just really putting out really well thought out, really neat content. They have 4 kids, he and his wife. So yeah, so go follow them. But anyway, I was searching Fox Hollow Farms, and I came along this video that was like this guy that reviews like true crime documentaries. Oh my God, I got totally obsessed with his channel. I started watching all of these. I can't remember what it's called, the channel, but I'll find out and I'll link it in the video below, or I'll put it in the next channel or in the next video. But because I'm sure I'll talk about him a lot on here. I'm like instantly obsessed. His videos are all like 15 minutes long, and what he does is he goes in and he watches true crime documentaries or reads true crime novels, and then he reviews the case and the documentary, that if he thinks it's good or if he thinks it's bad. Well, what's interesting is he went in, so the Fox Hollow Farms, he said, was one of the worst documentaries he had ever seen, which I have to kind of agree, but it was very scary. So anyway, he goes in there, and so I was watching this, and he said in there at the beginning, you know, like last week, you know, that we were because he did it like the first week of January, Fox Hollow Farms. He said, you know, like last week we were reviewing my top 10 favorite true crime documentaries of 2016. I was like, oh, I've got to see this. Because you guys know I'm obsessed. This chair is like hurting me. The seat is like bothering me tonight. You guys know I'm obsessed with the true crime documentaries, right? So I go and I watch his documentary, or I watch his video of like the top 10 documentaries of 2016. I should pull over so I can tell you guys what this guy's name is, because I don't want, you know, I'm not looking at my phone while I drive. But like, okay, so he talked about one in there called something in Bleach about Kurt Cobain. I hadn't seen that. A lot of them I had seen. I was actually kind of surprised. I'm gonna turn in here and I'll tell you what it is. I was kind of surprised the Amanda Knox one wasn't in there, because the Amanda Knox documentary is probably one of the best ones that I saw last year. Do you guys know that I watch like a lot of true crime documentaries? I love them. And then he had in there a couple series, one called The Staircase, and the Killing Season, I think is what he had. I'll tell you what this guy's channel name is. Hold on. It's Lordan Arts, LORDANARTS, and he has 24,000 subscribers. This is him right here. This is him like reviewing the documentaries. And this is called John's Top 10. And literally, like, all he does is goes in here and, like, review, like, he's actually a lot of views on his. He just goes in here and reviews documentaries and stuff that are true crime documentaries. I'm completely obsessed. I mean, he does a really good job, too. And I think he does really fair reviews. So, even though he gave Fox Hello Farms a really low view rating. So if you like that stuff, you should follow his channel and tell him I sent him, because I'm kind of obsessed with his channel. I'm like, I love when I find a new YouTuber that's kind of like different, you know, that like what I would normally watch and just get kind of obsessed with it. So I'm like real excited about that. But so I'm watching this top 10 list, and he had a lot on there that I'd already seen, like The Imposter was great, the Paradise Lost trilogy. Have you guys seen the Paradise Lost trilogy? That is unreal, about the kids that are accused of the satanic killings. Unreal documentaries. The three of them. There's three of them in a row. The third one was shown at the third Paradise Lost was shown at Sundance a couple years ago, because Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam had a lot to do with how the case ends. And but his number one documentary. He actually had one book in there too, and the book was about Brittany Murphy's killing. And then his number one documentary, which when I was talking about the Herb Baumeister case, so many people in my comment section asked me if I had seen this documentary, and I hadn't even heard of it. And I was really surprised, was Dear Zachary, A Letter to My Son. And I started watching this tonight, and I have like 20 minutes left. I was blown away by this documentary. Well, first of all, I love when documentaries are really, really well done. There's a documentary right now on, and I can watch a documentary literally about anything, okay? If it's well done. Like, I love the ones, How to Stop a Plague and We Were Here, about the AIDS crisis. Those documentaries just blew me away. We Were Here, How to Stop a Plague. How to Stop a Plague is on Netflix right now, and it's amazing. I watch most of my documentaries on Netflix. So if you hear me talk about it, it's probably because I saw it on Netflix. The Wild and Wonderful West of West Virginia, or something like that. It's not on Netflix anymore, but that documentary is surreal. But one of the documentaries that's really, really good is called Stephen, Stephen, I think. Maybe it's Steven, no, it's Steven, and it's on Netflix right now, and I actually watched it years ago, and it is about this guy that was a foster brother or something, or like an older mentor brother, big brother, and he like did this guy, and so he goes back to see what happened to the kid now. The kid's like 30. Oh my God, it is profound. And but anyway, I love documentaries, especially if they're kind of a little weird or strange. What was the one that I just watched not too long ago? Oh my God, it was so good. About, Mimi, is that her name? About the woman that lived in the laundromat in Los Angeles. Have you guys watched that one that Zach Galifianakis gets the house or the apartment for? That is like one of the best documentaries. That's on Netflix right now too. It's called Mimi. The Queen of something. The Queen of Versailles, too, is really good, about the woman that's married to, like, one of the richest men in the United States. That one is, I'm just, like, rambling off all these documentaries. There's so many good ones, though. The Amanda Knox one is really weird. But, we were talking about that in my YouNow stream the other day. So, this Dear Zachary is so good. So good. One of the best, spookiest documentaries I have seen in a long time. So you guys will have to go watch that if you haven't seen it and you like that kind of stuff. It's not one of those documentaries that you can't watch at night. Like, it's not super scary. It's just really interesting to see how the whole thing unfolds. And the guy that is the documentarian, which is really interesting because it's a friend of his that knew him like all of his life, and they made movies together when they were little kids, and they show it all. It's really cool. They show all the clips of these movies that he made when he was younger. Like, he is such a fantastic director. Like, the way that he edits this movie is like unreal. Like, I mean, the way that he edits the clips together, like when the parents are talking about like hugging him and kissing him in the morgue, like they intersperse it with old video of them hugging him, like while he was getting his Eagle Scout award. I mean, it is so well done. It gave me chills watching it. I love documentaries because I think they allow us to see people in a way that we wouldn't normally see people. It's like, did you ever see Truth or Dare, the Madonna documentary? They're actually coming out with a new documentary on Logo, I think in April, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's her dancer story about filming that documentary and being on tour with her. It starts with an S. It's like Speak or something. I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, because I love that I just love documentaries. I just love them. So if you have a favorite documentary, put it in the comment section below so I know, and I'll go check it out. I even, like last week, I watched the Shoot on Netflix. It actually was kind of interesting about that website that catered to like affairs. Why can't I think of what that's called? It's like a woman's name, Ashley something, and how it got closed down. But really, this, oh my God, when you watch that documentary, I mean, this was like a multi-billion-dollar industry that this guy was running. It's like surreal. Ashley Madison, and I think it's just called Ashley Madison. Excuse me. So anyway, yeah, list in the comment section below, like, what are your favorite documentaries? I love learning. I just like learning about different kinds of people. I think it's so interesting. You know, we all have a story. I was thinking about that today when I was like doing my other video about how like there's like YouTube is supposedly censoring gay content by age restriction, and I was thinking about I always mispronounce her name, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, who wrote Americana. And she does this TED Talks. I talked about this here recently because I said TED Speaks instead of TED Talks. She does this TED Talks about the power of a story. And that when she was growing up in Nigeria, and she would write stories, children's stories, that she would write stories about children with blonde hair and blue eyes. And when she was asked why she didn't include stories and she didn't include characters in her stories that were like her, she said because nobody reads those kind of stories, because she was only introduced to one kind of story. And so she talks about the power of a story, and that when she went to Princeton University from Nigeria, her roommate said to her, you know, I'm excited to hear some of your tribal music. And when she played things like Beyonce, her roommate was surprised. And when she wrote a short story about being in Nigeria growing up, and she was talking about, you know, residential neighborhoods and houses and streets and cul-de-sacs, her professor at Princeton University said to her, "This is not Africa." And she said, "But that is my story of Africa." And, you know, when we think about it from that point of view, you know that, like, everybody's story is different. Everybody's experience is different. And we all have a story. And each of our stories are so vital to the human existence. Like, I cannot express that enough when you think that your life is not valuable. Every person's life is valuable. Every person has a story, no matter what your story is. You know, and if you really sit back for a second and you think about it, like if you're listening to me talk right now and you're thinking, what does he really mean by that? Okay? You say to yourself, how does your story, your life, what it represents, contribute to the real world? Whether you live in a house and you've never left your house, okay, and you're lonely as hell, and you have nobody in your life, and you've dealt with illness all your life, that is your story. If you travel the world and meet new people and, you know, have had many, many love affairs and relationships, and that is your story. You know, if you raise 3 kids and live on a farm in the middle of, you know, Kentucky, that is your story. We all have a story, and our stories are all important, you know? And I think when you think of it in context of, if I were a fictional character, what would my character be? You know, like, would my character be that I'm a, you know, a host at Walmart? And like, what might that life look like as a fictional character, you know? And it's like, Where would you like that fictional character to go? And you know, it's really important that people understand that we each have a story, because all of our stories are different, yet there are always similarities. And I believe in looking at the similarities, not the differences in our stories. And I think the similarities are the tie, the red string of life that combines our human experience. And once you can see that our stories are all tied together by this human experience, okay, then it's a lot easier to see that we're very, very similar. And we're all just humans trying to get by in life. And if I'm not so different than this person, other than their sexuality, their religion, their skin tone, you know, their age, their gender, but if take it all away, I'm just having a human experience, what is my story? You know, and I think that when you think about things from that kind of perspective, it really makes, for at least for me, it makes me really realize how very similar we all are. You know, like, having been there when somebody was born, when a child was born, and having been there when somebody died, my mother, I've actually been there when several people have died, but just my mother, for example, there's not a lot of sexism, racism, homophobia. There's not a lot of that going on when a baby is born and when a person leaves this earth. There's just not, you know? We're just humans coming into this world and leaving this world. All that other stuff is just stuff. And I really, in the context of the world around us, and maybe in what I was talking about earlier today about the lacking of compassion, I don't really know that I have a whole lot of shits to give about that extra stuff, because I'm more interested in getting to know the human being. You know, like, don't you think? And so when we stop looking at the differences and we start looking at the similarities, well, how beautiful is each of our stories? And I think that's incredible. I love that, you know? I love getting to know people and finding out just the most intricate details about them. There's this girl that I know, and she collects paintings of anything that only has one eye. And I don't know why I always remember that. Like, I love that story, you know, that she collects pictures of, like, you know, a girl turned to one side or whatever, but all these paintings that she has on this wall are just of somebody with one eye. What a unique story, you know? And, what's your story? You know, what do you collect? What do you read? What do you like to cook? Do you make a mean-ass macaroni and cheese? Or don't you cook at all like me, you know? Is church where you find your solace? Or maybe just walking down the street, you know? You get a lot from just taking a walk. I think that when we step back and we start asking questions and really getting interested in each other and our stories, there's no fear, you know? I think fear plays a big factor in it because we're afraid of getting to know people that we don't understand their stories. And then so we put our assumptions on it, you know? Go watch that Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, and if you can't spell her name because I can hardly pronounce it, go look up the book Americana. It ends with an H, and you can see that what her name is, and then go watch her TED Talks because it's amazing. So, God, what a kind of weird, I've gone all over the place, haven't I? Did you guys like this vlog today? A little different? Went over to my mother-in-law's, got to see a lot of people. I don't know what she said in Spanish to all the people in Venezuela, but she's such a loving person. She is an amazing example of love and compassion, and uncompromising, unconditional love and compassion. I love her so much. So, all right, well, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.